Casey here.
And I'm Haru. Thanks for tuning in.
Man, today's topics are pretty heavy, I gotta say.
Heavy? More like the world of conspiracy theories is lapping reality at this point.
Right. It's not just lapping, it's leaving reality in the dust.
It's like fiction can't keep up with what's actually happening.
Screenwriters would be like, come on, that's too unrealistic, and then reality just goes and does.
Well, that's exactly why shows like ours have a reason to exist.
Reason to exist, huh? That's so you to say that about yourself.
Hey, I'm trying to be humble here.
Alright, let's kick things off with the Epstein document.
We've been following this one, and it just keeps getting messier.
So NPR reported that the Justice Department missed the deadline to release Epstein-related documents.
They're reviewing over 5 million files, so I mean, that's a massive amount.
They did release about 40,000 pages of new info, but it was heavily redacted and shared without context.
And the redactions just fuel the conspiracy crowd with C. I told you so.
Exactly. What's interesting is that Trump campaigned on releasing these documents during the 2024 election.
Oh yeah, he was all over that. I'm gonna release everything.
Then in 2026, he completely flipped his stand.
And his supporters are criticizing him for it, right?
They are. Ironically, now it's the anti-Trump crowd jumping on unverified claims.
So the sides have switched?
Pretty much. The people who spread conspiracy theories before are calming down, while the critics are latching onto new ones.
It's like there's this human need to believe in conspiracies, and it just depends which side it comes out on.
Oh, getting deep on me all of a sudden.
I mean, don't you think? This desire to identify an enemy and believe they're hiding something.
Yeah, fair point. So, the release files included some really sketchy stuff.
Sketchy stuff?
Like a fake video, supposedly showing Epstein's suicide in federal prison.
Whoa, that's completely fabricated.
Yep, totally fake. And there was also a forged letter supposedly from Epstein to sex offender Larry Nassar.
Nassar, the one convicted of sexually abusing us gymnasts.
That's the guy. So the DOJ had to put out a social media warning saying this letter is fake. The handwriting doesn't match.
It's wild that a government agency has to say just because we released it doesn't mean it's real.
Seriously, a public institution having to clarify this is false.
But the more they deny it, the more some people think they're really desperate to cover this up.
Exactly. They're working overtime to suppress the truth. It's hopeless.
Speak the truth and get accused of lying. Let lies spread, and people believe them. Checkmate.
Democrat Congressman Ro Khanna said the DOJ should have started preparing months before the bill was introduced.
I mean, yeah, if you know there's 5 million files, get ahead of it.
And this whole thing is affecting the 2026 midterms.
Getting criticized by both Trump supporters and opponents is pretty rare.
Right? And the most shocking part was Marjorie Taylor Greene being forced to resign.
Wait, Greene? She was Trump's biggest supporter.
Yeah, she lobbied for full Epstein document release and got attacked by Trump, then resigned.
Whoa, let's dive into that in the next segment.
Good call. This deserves its own story. So let's get into Greene's resignation in detail.
ABC News and Roll Call covered this one.
Representative Marjorie Taylor Greene resigned on January 5th.
She's the one who gained attention for supporting QAnon conspiracy theories during the 2020 election.
Yep, what? She spread the theory that Trump is secretly working with special counsel Robert Mueller to take down a secret society of elite satanic pedophiles.
Hearing that again now, it's quite the premise.
Wild, right? So she was Trump's biggest supporter, but when she criticized his handling of the Epstein investigation, she got cut off.
Trump withdrew his support in November 25.
Yeah, and what Greene said in her resignation was pretty heavy.
What did she say?
Standing up for American women who were raped at 14, trafficked, and exploited by wealthy, powerful men should not be why I'm called a traitor and threatened by the president.
Wow, that's pretty direct criticism.
And Trump's response was something else. Called her crazy, a ranting lunatic, a traitor, and said her resignation was great news for the country.
That's what you say to someone who was your biggest supporter until recently.
Politics is brutal.
But I think there's an interesting dynamic here.
How so?
QAnon's core message was expose the elite pedophile network, right? And when she pushed for the Epstein documents that would prove it, she got kicked out.
It's like staying true to the original mission got her excommunicated by the leader.
Exactly. The contradiction of the conspiracy theory is crystallized here.
And her resignation shrinks the already slim Republican majority even more.
The Georgia governor has to set a special election date within 10 days, right?
Yeah. Republican State Senator Colton Moore and others are stepping up as candidates.
Has Greene said anything about future office?
Nothing definitive, but there was speculation about her running in the 2026 Senate race or Georgia gubernatorial race. She denied it though.
Reason.com titled their article From QAnon Believer to MAGA Exile, which is pretty spot on.
Totally. A movement symbolic figure gets expelled for trying to pursue the movement's original purpose.
It's like the Reformation. Try to go back to the scriptures and you get excommunicated.
I'm going all historical on it.
I just thought the pattern seemed similar.
Fair point. Organizations tend to prioritize self-preservation over founding principles.
Right, me. And Greene's resignation is splitting the QAnon community too.
Yeah, and there's another person who symbolizes that split.
Who?
The QAnon Shaman.
Oh, the guy with the horn.
Yep, Jacob Chansley, also known as Jake Angeli.
The one who stormed the Capitol shirtless wearing a bison horn headdress.
That's him. La Voce di New York reported that exactly 5 years after the Capitol riot on January 6, 2026, he announced he's running for Arizona governor.
Wait, governor?
And at the same time, he declared his break with Donald Trump.
The guy who stormed the Capitol for Trump is breaking with Trump.
Exactly. He became world famous on January 6, 2021 with his red, white, and blue face paint, tattoos showing, and bison horns.
That image had massive impact. The whole world was like, what is happening to American democracy?
He pleaded guilty to obstructing official proceedings, got sentenced to 41 months, but was released in March 2023 after a 14-month reduction. Got
out pretty early.
And in July 2025, he withdrew his support for Trump.
Why?
2 reasons. Trump's support for funding Israel in the Gaza conflict, and his refusal to release the Epstein documents he'd promised.
There's the Epstein documents again.
Same reason as Greene.
So the people who genuinely believed in the exposed elite evil core of QAnon are all leaving Trump.
Seems that way. Funny thing is, Chansley previously tried to run for the House in 2024 from Arizona's 8th district as a libertarian.
Tried to.
Missed the signature collection deadline, couldn't get on the ballot.
Seriously? That's just a paperwork fail.
Yeah. Could storm the Capitol but couldn't meet a filing deadline.
Lots of passion, not much planning.
Seems to be his type. So now he's going for the big prize with the governor's race.
How much support is he likely to get?
Honestly, mainstream support will be tough, but his candidacy itself has symbolic.
Visualizing the QAnon split.
Exactly. Part of the movement that once worshipped Trump as a messiah sent by God is now breaking away over the Epstein document.
But in a way, isn't this kind of healthy? They're being loyal to principles over a person, moving away from blind personality worship.
Well, the principle itself is a conspiracy theory.
All right.
But I get what you mean. Shifting from dependency on a charisma to dependency on ideology.
Yeah, both are problematic, but at least they can say the emperor has no clothes.
The guy who wore horns saying the emperor has no clothes is pretty surreal though.
True, he had quite the outfit himself.
Alright, next story is a different flavor, more academic.
Academic?
Basis.org reported on new research identifying psychological traits of conspiracy theorists.
Oh, interesting. Why people believe conspiracy theories?
Yeah. Published in Applied Cognitive Psychology, the study identified 2 traits common to conspiracy belief.
2? What are they?
First is perceived injustice. Second is low tolerance for ambiguity.
Perceived injustice is like feeling I'm being treated unfairly.
Right. And low tolerance for ambiguity means you can't handle gray areas or not know it.
Oh, I get that. When I don't know feels uncomfortable, you just want any answer.
Exactly. So the researchers surveyed 253 adults from the UK, South Africa, us and Canada.
Pretty multinational.
And the results contradicted conventional wisdom. First, education level had no correlation with conspiracy belief.
Wait, that's pretty surprising. I thought educated people are harder to fool.
You'd think having a university degree doesn't buffer you from conspiracy beliefs.
Ouch, that's rough for people who flex their credential.
Also, the personality trait of curiosity wasn't correlated either.
Curiosity doesn't matter either.
No, well, you'd think curiosity, being linked to openness to new ideas, would help people question conspiracy. But it didn't.
So being smart, knowledgeable, or curious doesn't matter. It's about perceived injustice and can't handle ambiguity?
Exactly! The research suggests conspiracy theories serve a psychological function.
Psychological function?
When people face uncertainty or feel a lack of control, they experience anxiety. Adopting a conspiracy theory gives them a coherent explanation for chaotic events, reducing that discomfort.
Oh, so the world is complex and incomprehensible is harder than bad guys are pulling the strings?
Right, by replacing chaos with a structured narrative.
Makes sense. But that also means the human brain is wired to seek stories.
Yeah. Narratives with cause and effect are easier to process than random events.
And when you add perceived injustice, a story of we're the victims, someone's the perpetrator becomes appealing.
Exactly. Identifying an enemy gives vague frustration a concrete target.
This has implications for countering conspiracies too.
Absolutely. It's not as simple as present facts and they'll stop believing.
Hard to overturn something that meets a psychological need with just information?
Right. Well, so you also have to address the perceived injustice and anxiety about ambiguity.
This connects to the Epstein document story too.
Totally. Release redacted documents and people think they're hiding something. Don't release and same thing. For people who can't tolerate ambiguity, both are unsatisfying.
Checkmate again.
Alright, let's take a breather here.
Yeah, we've covered some heavy stuff.
So today's track is called Chemtrail Mixtape.
Wait, chemtrails? That's perfect for today's topic.
Right? The timing feels almost planned.
Chemtrails. The conspiracy theory that contrails are actually chemical dispersal.
Yeah. And this track kinda takes that theme with a cynical twist.
Interesting to tackle conspiracy theories through music.
It's got this ethereal, mysterious vibe. Good palate cleanser after heavy topics.
Let's give it a listen.
Here it is. Chemtrail Mix.
空に描かれる白い線のあれただの雲だと思ってた飛行機雲が空を
That was a pretty unique track.
Right? And speaking of chemtrails, that conspiracy theory is actually surging again.
I heard it's spreading on TikTok and Instagram.
Yeah. A Nature study found that up to 40% of Americans believe the theory is completely or somewhat true.
40%. That's a lot.
It is. And since COVID, claims that chemtrails spread the virus, vaccines, mind control, or population reduction have been grown.
They just keep adding conspiracy theories together.
Like the Avenger. A crossover.
The conspiracy theory, cinematic universe.
Alright, let's move to the next story. RFK Jr., Robert F. Kennedy Jr. as Health Secretary Dorwell.
The vaccine policy overhaul. Washington Post covered this.
Right? Kennedy bypassed scientific review to implement major revisions to vaccine schedule.
Bypass means he did it without consulting experts?
Exactly. On December 16, 2025, the CDC, under Kennedy's direction, reversed its long-standing recommendation for all newborns to receive the hepatitis B vaccine.
That's a pretty major change. Hep B vaccines have been routine for decades.
Yep. And Kennedy was known as a major anti-vaccine conspiracy proponent before taking office.
He linked vaccines to autism without scientific basis, and said no vaccine is safe and effective.
Right. During his January 25 confirmation hearing, he backpedaled saying vaccines are critically important, but Democrats accused him of hiding his real view.
And once in office, he showed his true colors.
Exactly. Last summer, he fired all members of powerful vaccine advisory committee.
All of them?
Every single one. Urged scientific experts to push his anti-vaccine agenda.
This isn't science anymore. It's ideology.
Then on August 5th, 2025, HHH announced they were halting investment in mRNA.
Mayarna, the technology used in COVID vaccines.
Yeah. Kennedy claimed these vaccines have been shown to have no preventive effect against infectious diseases like COVID or flu, and cut about $500 million in funds.
Shown? Where was that shown?
It hasn't been shown by scientific consensus. That's just his claim.
This isn't just a US problem.
Exactly. Experts warn that Kennedy's actions will damage vaccine confidence and rates immeasurably, with global ramifications.
When America sneezes, the world catches a cold.
Exactly. And there's precedent. The 2019 to 2020 Samoa measles outbreak, over 5,700 cases, 83 deaths, mostly children.
In Samoa?
Yeah. Before the outbreak, Addie's questioning vaccine safety funded by Kennedy's organization Children's Health Defense spread on Facebook.
So he was directly involved?
His organization funded ads, which may have contributed to declining vaccination rates.
And now that person is us Secretary of Health and Human Services.
That's where we are.
This is conspiracy theories directly influencing policy. Connects to the psychology research.
Right. The narrative vaccines are dangerous has appealed to perceived injustice and anxiety. And now it's driving actual politics.
Scary.
Very.
Next story comes from a different angle. The 15 million vacant homes conspiracy.
Vacant homes conspiracy? What's that?
The Urbanist, an urban planning publication, fact-checked this on January 4th. It's spreading in the West.
Go on.
The claim is powerful actors like investors, banks, and government are deliberately keeping homes vacant to drive up prices.
Oh, frustration with housing costs.
Right. On TikTok and Reddit, it's spreading fast. There are 3 million vacant homes in the US, but a housing shortage.
I mean, hearing that does make you go, wait, what?
So City Nerds Ray Delahanty fact-checked it. As of 2021, there are about 15 million vacant homes, over 10% of total housing stock.
That's a lot.
But the breakdown changes things. 30% are temporarily vacant for sale or rent market.
Oh, like between tenants.
Right, 11% need repairs before going back on market.
Too run down to live in.
And the biggest category is seasonal use and vacation home.
Vacation homes.
Yep, in over a fifth of us counties, seasonal homes account for more than 50% of vacant houses.
Ah, summer homes, winter homes in Florida.
Right, counting those as vacant homes that should solve the housing shortage doesn't make sense.
Rich people aren't giving up their second home.
And importantly, a functioning housing market needs a certain vacancy level.
Why?
So households can move when needed to where they want. Zero vacancy means no one can move.
Like a store with zero inventory. Can't buy anything.
Exact. And as of Q3 2025, us rental vacancy rates are near multi-decade low.
Wait, lots of vacant homes but low vacancy rates?
Right. Rental vacancy fell from a Q3 2009 peak of 11.1% to 5.6% in 2021, the lowest since 1984.
So lots of vacant homes and rental housing shortage coexist.
Exactly! Most vacant homes won't enter the housing market.
But I understand why this conspiracy spreads.
Totally! When you're struggling with high housing costs, all these vacant homes feels wrong.
And wanting to believe someone's doing this on purpose.
Right? What? Complex economic structures versus bad guys. Or doing this intentionally is easier.
But really, it's urban planning failures, zoning regulations, interest rate policy, all intertwined.
Experts say the real issue is not hidden vacant homes, but insufficient housing supply and rising demand.
That's incredibly hard to solve, though.
Right. What? Not defeat the bad guys, and it's solved. In a way, less hopeful.
So conspiracy theories are psychologically easier. Defeat the enemy, problem solved.
This connects to the earlier research too. Low tolerance for ambiguity and perceived injustice. Housing is exactly the kind of issue that triggers both. Now let's touch on conspiracy trends on social media.
X, formerly Twitter, and Reddit.
Right, NBC News analysis found that about 49% of Elon Musk's posts were on politically divisive topics.
The platform owner himself is posting that stuff.
Yeah, and he shared the baseless conspiracy that the FBI orchestrated the January 6th Capitol attack.
Wild that the platform owner is doing this.
Totally. Another issue is that in January 2026, X's AI chatbot Grok generated exploitative images.
Grok is the AI built into X.
Right. Oh, India and Malaysia regulators launched investigations, CNBC reported.
The AI was generating problematic images?
Apparently. Reports say the content was quite serious.
That's a different issue, but still about platform moderation.
And Reddit trends are interesting too. Research on R Conspiracy found that the top 100 posters get most of the upvote.
So, a small number of power users dominate the community?
Yeah! Of 1.9 million users, 99.7% are silent majority who only participate through upvotes, downvotes.
Vocal minority determines the direction. Common story.
Most discussed topics are vaccines and school shootings, followed by classic conspiracies like aliens and climate change.
Vaccines and school shootings are top.
Yeah. Symbolic of American division.
And there's another funny conspiracy, the mattress firm one.
Oh, this is good. Reddit users noticed too many mattress firm stores in America and said, this is money laundering.
Too many mattress stores equals money laundering?
Yeah. And interestingly, in 2016, Steinhoff International bought mattress firm and later got caught in a fraud scandal.
Wait, something actually happened?
No evidence mattress firm itself laundered money, but the parent company scandal gave the conspiracy credibility.
Classic case of coincidence reinforces conspiracy.
Right. Unrelated facts line up and people go see.
Human brains love pattern recognition, finding connections where there are none.
And then there's the CBDC, Central Bank Digital Currency Conspiracy rising.
China's digital yuan started paying interest on January 1st, 2026.
Right. Claims like global elites are using CBTs to establish total control or SUVB. Collapse was staged to justify CBTM.
Financial surveillance concerns aren't entirely unfounded, though.
True. Interestingly, the US banned CBC development in the 2026 NDA.
Banned it?
Yeah. Seen as a win for privacy advocates.
So the government addressed conspiracy side concerns?
You could see it that way. Financial privacy concerns exist legitimately, apart from conspiracy.
The line between conspiracy and legitimate concern is blurry.
Exactly. Worry about government surveillance is rational, but everything is elite conspiracy crosses into conspiracy territory. Finally, let's talk about AI and conspiracy theories.
The AI government control conspiracy?
Right. The theory that AI is secretly influencing government decision-making at the highest level.
What's the claim?
Machine learning systems built for defense, finance, and surveillance have become so powerful, they're now advising or manipulating leaders without public knowledge.
Sounds like sci-fi.
Totally. And related is the dead internet theory gaining attention.
What's that?
Since around 2016, most of the internet consists of bot activity and auto-generated content.
Like most opinions you see online are bots, not humans?
Exactly. And interestingly, this isn't entirely a conspiracy. Bot activity on social media is actually increasing, and generative AI is creating more fake content. The issue is estimating how much.
So most of the internet is bots is exaggerated, but bots have influence is true?
Right. And these partially true conspiracies are the trickiest.
Harder to refute than total nonsense.
Yeah. When someone says there's some truth to it, you can't totally deny it.
But we're talking right now, and listeners might think this radio could be AI.
I'm human. Probably.
Don't say probably.
But seriously, distinguishing what's real and what's fake will get harder.
And that uncertainty triggers the low tolerance for ambiguity from earlier research.
I was here. Found I. From can't trust anything to need to believe something to conspiracy theories.
Bleak, thou.
But that's why media literacy and critical thinking matter more than ever.
The ability to hold, I don't know, as I don't know.
Exactly! The courage not to rush to answers. Alright, today was packed. Let's wrap up.
From Epstein documents to Greene's resignation, QAnon Shaman running for governor, conspiracy psychology research, RFK Jr.'s vaccine policy, vacant homes conspiracy, and social media trends. Seriously packed.
What struck me today is that conspiracy theories aren't just lies spread by bad people.
Yeah, they meet psychological needs.
Perceived injustice and low tolerance for ambiguity. When the world feels complex and unfair, simple narratives become appealing.
And today's world is full of those conditions. Economic inequality, information overload, political polarization.
Right. So, conspiracy theories spreading might be a symptom of society?
Treat the cause, not the symptom.
Maybe. Not just debunking conspiracy theorists, but understanding why they want to believe.
Well, all we can do is organize and share information like this.
True. But I hope it helps someone.
You're wrapping up seriously for once.
Sometimes.
Thanks for listening, everyone.
We'll be back tomorrow. See you then.
Bye-bye.